Hello, welcome again in our solving section in mathematics with me Ismail Muhammad, and today we will enter our second topic, which is radicals. So let's look on the questions. The first question says simplify the following. We have this term and this term we have to simplify. So let's start with the first one. We have square root 8a cubic. We have to simplify. 8 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2. And here we have a cubic. This is equal to, this one we get 2 to the power 3 times a cubic, which is equal to 2a whole to the power 3, because they have the same powers. Therefore, let's write it. Let's remove the radical. We can write this as 2a to the power 3 times 1 over 2. This takes place of the square root. This is equal to 2a to the power 3 over 2. This is our answer. Also, we can write this answer as 2a to the power 2 plus 1 over 2. 3 is equal to 2 plus 1. So if we simplify here, we get 2a. Here we get 2 over 2 plus 1 over 2, which is equal to 2a whole to the power 1 plus 1 over 2. So this we can write as 2a to the power 1 times 2a to the power 1 over 2, which is equal to 2a times, this is equal to square root of 2a, and the answer comes 2a square root of 2a, which is equal to this one. Let's now move to the question 1b. This one, we have to simplify square root of a to the power 6 times square root of a times y cubic over fourth root of a square times square root of y square. This is equal to, we see from here that a to the power 6c and also a times y to the power cubic both have square root. So we can take common square root and write a to the power 6 times a times y cubic over, this one have no square root, have fourth root. So we can simplify it as a square times 1 over 4. Here times square root of y square. So here we get a, here 6 plus 1, we get a to the power 7 times y cubic over, this one we get a to the power 1 over 2, and the square root of y square is equal to y. So this is equal to a to the power 7 times y cubic over square root of a times y. So let's simplify more. We can write as a to the power 7 times y cubic over a times y square. This y is equal to square root of y square. So we put in the square root and insert all together. So let's simplify. Here we can write as a to the power 7 minus 1 division times, and here we get y to the power 3 minus 2, which is equal to a to the power 6 times y. But a to the power 6 we can write as a cubic, a to the power 3 times 2, and here times y. This is equal to a cubic square times y, which is equal to square root of a cubic square times square root of y. And here we get the answer is a cubic, square root and the square cancel out, and here times square root of y, and this is our answer. Let's now move to the next question. Question number 2. Evaluate the following. We have to evaluate the value of square root of 1225 and this one. So we have square root of 1225. We have to find its value. So this is equal to square root of, we know that 1225 is equal to 5 times 5 times 7 times 7. So square root of 1225 is equal to square root of 5 times 5 times 7 times 7, which is equal to, here we get 5 square, and here we have 7 square. So let's simplify. We write like this. The square root of 5 square is equal to 5, and also square root of 7 square is equal to 7, and the answer become 35, and this is our answer. And question 2b, we have square roots of, we have cube roots of 0.343. To simplify this, we have to write this number into to the power 3. So let's first express in fraction. We get 343 if we multiply by 1000 up and down. So let's simplify. 343 is equal to 7 times 7 times 7, and 1000 is equal to 10 times 10 times 10. So here we get 7 cubic over 10 cubic, which can be written as 7 over 10 whole cubic. And now 7 over 10 cubic times 1 over 3. And here we get the answer is 7 over 10. 3 and 3 cancel out. The question 3, the third question, rationalize the denominator in the following. We have to rationalize the denominator in the following terms, in the following number. The first one is 2 square root of 3 over square root of 5. We have to express the denominator without radicals. So we will rationalize. We have to remove this square root to the denominator. So to remove this one, we multiply by square root of 5, but also we have to multiply here by square root of 5. So here we get 2 square root of 3 times square root of 5 over square root of 5 times square root of 5. Here we get 2 square root of 3 times square root of 3 times 5 over square root of 5 square. Square root of 5 times 5, which is equal to 2 square root of 15 over square root of 5 square. But square root of 5 square is equal to 5. So here we get 5 and we rationalize the denominator. Let's now move to question B. Question 3B. We have 1 plus 3 square root of 5 over square root of 4 plus 3. We have to rationalize the denominator. So 1 plus 3 square root of 5 over square root of 4 plus square root of 3. So now we have two terms here. So we have to multiply square root of 4. We have positive here. So here we put negative to use the technique of difference of 2 square. And here we have square root of 4 minus square root of 2. So here 1 plus 3 square root of 5 times square root of 4 minus, here we have square root of 3 minus square root of 3 over square root of 4 plus square root of 3 times square root of 4 minus square root of 3. So here we have 1 plus 3 square root of 5 times square root of 4 is equal to 4 is equal to 2 times 2, here minus square root of 3 over, here we have 4 square root of 4 square minus square root of 3 square. We apply difference of 2 square like this. If we have two terms, here have negative and here have positive sign, their product become a square minus b square. So like this one. And here we get 1 plus 3 square root of 5 times, here we have 2 square, 2 times 2, 2 square minus square root of 3 over square root of 4 square is equal to 4. And here we have 3. So this is equal to 1 plus 3 square root of 5 times, here we get 2 minus square root of 3. And here 4 minus 3 is equal to 1, which can be written as 1 plus 3 square root of 5 times 2 minus square root of 3. And this is our answer. Question 2C. We have square root of 5 over 2 minus 2 square root of 3. We have to rationalize denominator. So here let's take 2 common, become 1 minus square root of 3. And also here we multiply 1 with 1, but here now have negative sign, we put positive sign, and here we multiply. So here we get square root of 5 times 1 plus square root of 3 over 2 times 1 minus square root of 3 times 1 plus square root of 3. This is equal to square root of 5 times 1 plus square root of 3 over 2. And here we get 1 square minus square root of 3 square. which is equal to square root of 5 times 1 plus square root of 3 over 2, 1 minus 3. This is equal to square root of 5, 1 plus square root of 3 over 2, 1 minus 3 is equal to negative 2. And so the answer is equal to square root of 5, 1 plus square root of 3 over negative 4. And this is our answer. Let's now move to the fourth question. Question says, without using calculator, evaluate the following. We have to evaluate the fourth root of 16 and the square root of 100,000 and 19,716. We have fourth root of 16. To evaluate this one, we have to write 16 into power 4. So here, square root of 16 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. This is equal to, here we get 2 to the power 4. And now, times, if we remove that, we get 1 over 4. And so the answer is equal to 2. Therefore, the fourth root of 16 is equal to 2. Let's now move to question 4b. Square root of 1 without using calculator. So let's apply this formula 19716. So this is a big number, so we can use this type of technique to evaluate the square root of this number. So we divide our number into 2. Here we get 16, and here 97, and here 11. If we could have square root of 144, we will divide this into, we'll write it as 144, and here divide these 2 terms, and here remain 1 term, but here we divide this 2. We start from right side. We group the number into 2 terms. Now we ask ourselves, what is the square root of 11? So square root of 11 become difficult. So let's take the number which nearly to the 11, which will get perfect square. We have 3 square is equal to 9, and also we have 4 square is equal to 16. So here we have 11. There is no square root of 11. So we use this one, square root of 9. Because 9 is below the 11, we can't use this one because it's greater than 11. We use small number than 11, which give perfect square. So here we put 3, and here we put 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Here you get 2, and here we have 9, 7. We took another 2 terms. So this one we multiply by 2, we get 6. And now we ask ourselves, which number, if I put this here and multiplying by it, I will get number equal nearly to 297. So here I can put either any number, but it should give, here we have 6. So at this point I can put any number, but it should give the answer which is nearly to 297, or multiplying by the same number. Example, if I put here, I put 1, so here becomes 61 times 1 is equal to 61. is not nearly 297. Also, if I put 4 here, become 4 times 4, 16. Here I get 25. So this is nearly equal to 297. And if we put 5 here, here I get 25, here I get 32. This is bigger than 297, so we took this one. So here we'll place 4, and here we place 4. So 4 times 4, 16, 4 times 6, 24, and that's 125. If we subtract here, we get 1, here we get 4. And now so now here 6, and this one we multiplying by 2, so we get 8. And now here I have to put the number, which if I multiply by it, I'll get 4116. So here, let's try. If 68, if I put here 1 times by 1, I will get 6, how I get 1, and here 8, and here 6. So it is not equal or nearly to 4116. So let's try for other number. If I put here, I have 68. If I put here, let's say 6 times by 6. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 8, 48, and this one. 6 times 8 is equal to 48, and this one is 51. 6 times 6 is equal to 36, and this one is 41. So it gives the same answer. So here I put 6, and here I put 6. And 6 times this one, 6 times 6 is equal to 6. 6 times 8 is equal to 48. And the 3 is equal to 51. And here I get 41. If we subtract here, I get 0. Therefore, this is the answer of square root of 100,000, 19,716. Therefore, the square root of is equal to 346. Let's finish with the last question. The question says, make H subject of the formula given this one. V is equal to 3 pi square root of a square plus h square over 2ah. I have to make h the subject of this formula. So let's cross multiplication. Here I get v times 2ah is equal to 1 times 3 pi square root of a square plus h square. Here I get 2vah is equal to 3 pi square root of a square plus h square. So here I have h, so I should square both sides to get this term. So here I'll get 4 v square a square h square is equal to, here I'll get 9 pi square, and here I get a square plus h square. So this is equal to 4v square a square h square is equal to 9 pi square times a square plus 9 pi square h square. So let's put the h together. Here you get 4v square a square h square minus 9 pi square h square is equal to 9 pi square a square. Let's take h common. Here you have 4v square a square minus 9 pi square is equal to 9 pi square a square. Now I need h, so I have to divide by this term both sides. So here h square is equal to 9 pi square a square over 4v square a square minus 9 pi square. So to remove this square, I have to put the square roots, and the answer here becomes h is equal to plus or minus square root of 9 pi square a square over 4v square a square minus 9 pi square. So h is equal to plus or minus square root of 9 pi square a square over 4v square a square minus 9 pi square. But this term, the square root of this one is equal to 3 pi a over square root of 4v square a square minus 9 pi square. And this is my answer. So last question, we have to express x in terms of another letter. We have y is equal to a square root of x minus b square root of x over ab. So here we can take square root of x as common over ab. I cross here, y times ab is equal to 1 times square root of x, here a minus b. So here I get yab is equal to square root of x a minus b. So I want x, so let's divide by a minus b both sides. And here I get yab over a minus b is equal to square root of x. So to remove this square root, I have to put square both sides. So here I'll get yab over a minus b whole square is equal to x, and therefore x is equal to yab over a minus b square, and this is our answer. And here is the end of radicals, so be aware and keep update on the next topic. Goodbye.